All right, welcome in the Friday conversation. Cole Pepper, Bob Veal, in advance of the final preseason matchup against an MLS side as the Armada take on New York Red Bulls tomorrow at Community First Park. It's been quite a thing to see the Armada perform against these MLS teams so far. Victories over Philadelphia and Orlando.
Yeah, they've done very well. This is a tougher side. They got strength at the back, strength in the midfield, and strength up top. Look at last season with them. Conceded the least amount of goals in the MLS and scored a lot. So they got a big engine room in the middle of the field. This is going to be a tough game.
It's also a big game for the Red Bulls because it's their last preseason tune-up before the MLS season starts in early March. So they're going to be ready to go. They're going to have all their regulars playing, you would think, pretty deep into the game.
I would have thought, yeah, certainly for the first half and perhaps into the second. This is their last game, as you say, and it's our last game against an MLS side. So Tony will want a result. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult than the last two games.
What's your overall sort of takeaway from the preseason so far with the Armada? What have you seen? What's sort of the trend and the theme?
Yeah, I like the formations he's playing. I like the way that Tony gets people back behind the ball. That's something we didn't do last season. We were suspect to the breakaways. Our transition was slow. That has certainly changed. We got a stronger back line. I like Bito Navarra and Michak Jerome in the middle. Aren't they strong?
Yeah.
They're really strong.
And Michak and Richie Ryan on those free kicks and corners. I think we're going to see a lot more interesting things happening with those guys here this year. So 6 o'clock kickoff Saturday at Community First Park. Expecting a good crowd out there as well. Should be a perfect weather day in terms of soccer. We'll have the broadcast for you on CW17 and also on radio. It'll be on Project 106.9 FM. For Bob Veal, I'm Cole Pepper. Thanks for joining us on the Friday Conversation.